What's going on, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another news video. Now disregard all the shadows in the back. I'm kind of working on the lighting situation. I'm always continuing to move my equipment and stuff around, like my feng shui just has to change like every 6 months. Anyways, so we're back with another Flix Talk news video. Now I know I'm real sporadic with these guys. I'm gonna just kind of, as much as I can, just pump out this news that we get weekly, and we have a lot of movie news to kind of go over. But before we jump into the first story, make sure you guys are hitting that like and subscribe button, and make sure you guys are always leaving comments so we can get a good interaction going. All right, guys, let's jump into the first news topic now. Now we got some Joker news right here, guys. If you haven't checked out the 2019 with Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, you guys definitely need to go run out and check this one out. Me and my buddy Jeremy, we did do a spoiler-free review on the channel already, so make sure you guys check out our last video right there. Kind of a in-depth on our first thoughts leaving the theater, so make sure you guys check that out. I'll actually leave a little card up here so you guys can check that one out, and I'll leave it in the description below. Now these are the numbers for Thursday and Friday. Today I'm recording this currently on October 5th, 2019, which is Saturday, and our domestic is $39.9 million, almost breaking that $40 million mark. So it's doing crazy numbers in the first 2 days, and foreignly overseas it's at $57.2 million, making that a almost $100 million worldwide opening. Now that's freaking phenomenal for a film like this, especially something that's got so much critical controversy around it, guys. And you guys know what I mean. I'm not going to dive too much deep into that. I'm sure you can kind of figure it out. I'll just say Google the word clown cells, all right, guys, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to shed too much light on that, but anyways, you got Joaquin Phoenix in this movie, you have Zazie Beetz, you have Brian Tyree Henry, you have Robert De Niro. It is a great through and through film. Like I said, go check out our review. I'll leave the review in the description below. Alright guys, so our next story, a little bit of Star Wars news. The next one coming out, I believe at the end of this year, December, is The Rise of Skywalker. So we know that a lot of trailers and different information has leaked, you know, as well as The Mandalorian coming out on Disney Plus, their streaming service. But now we have one of the characters meet Babu Frick. Now, I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but we have our character look right here, and it says Lucasfilm shares a photo of their brand new character, Babu Frick. He is a tiny Anzellan droid smith who works among the spice runners of Kijimi and can reprogram or modify virtually any droid, regardless of the security measure protecting its system. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker opens on December 20th. And that was brought to us by Updates in Cinema. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. Alright guys, so next story brought to us by Get Fandom is one that I actually kind of take a little personally, and I kind of brushed it off after a couple of days because I understood what he was saying. But Mr. Martin Scorsese says that the closest I can think of Marvel films as well made as they are, with the actors doing the best they can under the circumstances, is theme parks. So I kind of didn't understand this. I thought he was kind of bashing the MCU as far as I guess their target demographic or the storylines or characters or what have you. But after I kind of, you know, thought about it a lot and read, you know, some of the comments that people were, you know, talking about this situation from, I understand I believe he was kind of comparing the storylines to theme parks where they're kind of up and down, you know, spurts of action. It's almost like a formulated type of thing, and I can understand that. But him saying that's not cinema, I don't know where that quote's from because I don't know the full interview from, but I believe this was taken from a interview that he did recently, either in a magazine or online publication. So maybe you guys can clarify that for me in the comment section below. If he is comparing these to theme parks, I would say that that's kind of false. I mean, you have these characters that really do, in my personal opinion, they do dive deep, and there is a lot of emotion in them. At least with roller coasters, you don't really get that. You get kind of spurts up and down, and I think some of the movies can be drawn out at times. Some of them can just be pure action driven. So I don't know if he's even seen any of the movies, if he's going off what he's heard, or if he, I mean, it really, there's a lot of factors that go into this, guys. Did he start with Iron Man 1, or did he just jump into like the newer ones, you know, like Ant-Man and the Wasp, or what? There's a lot of things that kind of go into this, but let me know your guys' thoughts on Martin Scorsese's words, because he is a very important man in cinema, someone that I really look up to. I own a lot of his movies, and I'm gonna go check out The Irishman coming out soon, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Alright guys, next story. So another one coming out of Get Fandom's page. Make sure you guys follow them. Once again, on Instagram, I get a lot of news from them. Is coming also from the MCU world. So we are going to be talking about Mr. Robert Downey Jr. not listed for an Oscar campaign for Endgame. This is via Disney, and a lot of people are upset with this, and I understand the fandom that goes around this. And if you guys don't know already, Tony Stark dies at the end of Endgame. So, you know, that's been out there for such a long time. If you guys haven't heard it, I'm sure I'm not crushing any dreams of you guys catching this movie sometime later in the year. If you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disservice. But yeah, everybody knows that Tony Stark did not make it at the end of Endgame, and a lot of fans are upset that he is not getting an Oscar nod for this. So it says Disney's campaign includes Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adaptive Screenplay, Best Visual Effects, Best Score, and Best Cinematography, but not Best Actor for RDJ's role as Tony Stark. And I'm kind of upset about that. I'm not gonna lie. You know, why wouldn't they throw him in that category? He's been part of the MCU since day one. He started this MCU, so it's like, you know, him not being in that category really is upsetting for me and a lot of the fans, I'm sure, and probably those that aren't even fans of the MCU movies, but that just love Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he's come such a long way. His career's had so many ups and downs. If you guys don't know this guy, really Google his story, go watch some videos on his life. It's a really crazy turn of events how his life really turned around. He might not even be here if he didn't make some life decisions early on in his career, guys. So really take a look at Robert Downey Jr.'s life, and this is kind of a shitty thing that's happening, but it is what it is. Next story. Alright, so just a quick one as far as movie news goes and Netflix streaming movies go. Well, at least the one Netflix movie right here. For the month of October, guys, Joker came out October 4th. If you guys have not caught it yet, make sure you guys check out my review once again on the channel. I'll leave that in the description below. For that, we have A Lucy in the Sky, which also came out. I'm not really sure about that one at all. I just keep seeing the poster and stuff like that. Next week, we have Gemini Man, which Jeremy and I are going to check out. I am kind of hit or miss with Will Smith, guys. I mean, you guys know my thoughts on Mr. Will Smith. I believe he's almost the same character in every single movie, kind of like a Kevin Hart, but we'll see if he can kick ass in this one where he's playing opposite himself, a younger version. And we have also Jexy coming out on October 11th, which is next week, which looks like a quirky, stupid comedy where it's more centered around Adam Devine's character trying to get away from his phone, which is a kind of like a Siri type of device. So we have a quirky comedy there, as well as El Camino dropping on Netflix, which I'm really looking forward to. It is a sequel to Breaking Bad, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, so I'm definitely checking that one out, and I'll do a review for that one for sure because I am huge on the Breaking Bad world and realm, so anything Breaking Bad I'm going to check out. And October 11th, guys, we also have The Addams Family coming out in theaters, something I'm not looking forward to, but I'm sure it's going to be fun for the kids and the families, so make sure you guys check that one out if you guys are into the whole Addams Family realm. We'll jump over here with Maleficent October 18th. This is the sequel. This is the Mistress of Evil. I did watch Maleficent 1 when it did come out. I was a fan of it, so I might be checking this one out with my girlfriend because she's a fan as well too. And Zombieland 2 Double Tap, guys. You can't go wrong with that damn cast. They're all award Academy nominees, I believe, if not winners. So yeah, October 18th, like I said, we already have our tickets. We are checking that one out in theaters, as well as Jojo Rabbit. I believe that might be getting a limited run. I don't know if it's a nationwide run on October 18th, and that one is Taika Waititi's, I believe, I don't know if this is his acting debut, but he is a huge character in this movie. He does play Adolf Hitler, and it's kind of like a boy's imagination growing up in Nazi Germany. So it's I'm sure it's going to be a controversial one, but it's more of a satire. I actually thought it was really funny, and I might be checking that one out as well if it does get a nationwide release. And another one coming out October 18th is The Lighthouse, kind of like a Hitchcock style with I believe it's William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, and I believe they're actually stuck in this like lighthouse from what I saw on the trailers. And we have The Laundromat coming out October 18th, and I don't know much about that one. It says Meryl Streep, Gary Oldman, I believe it is that what it says, and that one's coming to Netflix, guys. And October 25th, Dolomite Is My Name, and this one actually looks really good. I did catch the trailer, guys, so make sure you guys check out the trailer for Dolomite Is My Name, and that one's starring Mr. Eddie Murphy, and that's a Netflix original as well. Now, sticking with updates in cinemas page and Mr. Eddie Murphy news. So we have some information on Beverly Hills Cop 4. Did we need it? I don't know. They should have just did a damn reboot, because I feel like a lot of people do not know about Beverly Hills Cop if you didn't grow up in the 80s at all. So Beverly Hills Cop 4, guys, we have Mr. Eddie Murphy saying with a recent interview in Collider, saying, yeah, that's what we're doing after Coming to America. Now, if you guys aren't aware, Coming to America, they're doing a sequel for that. I believe it's a sequel as far as I know. They're throwing a lot of characters. I think it's like Michael Blackson's in that. All right, so I didn't want to be mistaken about this, so I jumped on IMDb. So you do have Eddie Murphy returning. You have Wesley Snipes. You have James Earl Jones. You have John Amos, who's back from the original. You have Louis Anderson, who's back from the original, and Arsenio Hall, as well as a couple of new faces like Rodamy, who was in Power, which I'm currently watching, as well as Tracy Morgan, Tiana Taylor. You have so many people, guys. You have Rick Ross in here, so you're gonna have a lot of fun cameos in this movie, guys. So I can't wait for this one. But let's just jump back into this quote. So he said, "Yeah, that's what we're doing after Coming to America. We're doing Beverly Hills Cop, and then the plan is to get back on stage and do stand-up, and then kind of that's what I'll be doing mostly is stand-up and Beverly Hills Cop." That wording just really threw me off. But anyways, guys, this was from a recent Collider interview, guys, and it looks like he's going to be doing a lot of work. I don't know why he took such a long break. I understand a lot of the movies that he did in like the last 5-10 years were definitely misses and flats and splats, and they were not that great. So hopefully he can revitalize his career, because he is a amazing actor, and he did such a good job, you know, with Raw and Delirious as far as stand-ups go. So let's see if he can jump back on it, man. I'm team Eddie Murphy all the way. I mean, a lot of his movies back in the day were some of my cult classics that I still hold on to dearly. So, whew, that was a mouthful. Next story. Oh, and it looks like some breaking news coming out of G Reels. Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram. He is saying that The Walking Dead is renewed for season 11. Lauren Cohen returning as series regular. Now, this is a series that I stopped watching just because it was a little more drawn out and not too zombie driven. A lot of people are telling me to go back and give it a chance. I actually might. Let me know in the comments below. Should I give Walking Dead another chance? It's going to take me forever to catch up to the 11th season, guys. But anyways, it's reporting newsreels. The Walking Dead just won't die. The Grey's Anatomy of the AMC network has been renewed for an 11th season, and a familiar face is also returning. Showrunner Angela Kang announced the news at New York Comic-Con and also revealed that Lauren Cohen is officially returning to the franchise as Maggie Green. Last seen in season 9. Her final episode was the same as Andrew Lincoln's exit episode. She will return as a series regular in season 11. If you recall, Cohen left The Walking Dead to co-lead the ABC series Whiskey Cavalier, but it was also canceled only after 1 season. So we got a little bit of spoilers there, guys, if you guys don't know some of the characters that died or left the show. I always hear it at work all the time, guys, so it's something I'm going to forget if I do get back into this show, but I didn't think this show was going to keep going, guys, but it is something that's fantastic, and it's a phenomenon. It just keeps going and going and going. The only thing that I know that really has a series show run like this is like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is like in its 13th or 14th season coming up. I can't really even think about it right now. I mean, I know The Office had like 8 or 9 seasons, so I mean, you have a lot of these comedy ones, but this, as far as like a dramedy horror, is awesome. I mean, you don't have too many series going the distance when it comes to things like this, guys. But once again, thank you, G Reels, for bringing us this breaking news. And that's pretty much it for this Flix Talks news video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, I know I'm sporadic when it comes to these videos, and I don't have that much time, guys, and I have a lot of things on my plate. So if you guys do like these videos, please give them a thumbs up, and make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe and bell notification for reviews. And make sure you guys are checking out my Instagram at Flix Talk. That's Flix Talk, for all the newest trailers and as well as movie reviews from myself and Jeremy, guys. All right. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be starting up a brand new podcast format where we're going to be doing, spoilers and non-spoilers for either retro movies or newer movies, like in a podcast formula. Me and my buddy Jeremy once again. So make sure you guys look forward to that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. I'm gone. Peace.